Okay, here goes the system. Now, because I only have one hand to videotape, I'm going to have to set the camera down sometimes. But this is the main system, the laptop, the wireless mics. Now, as far as hooking things up, basically, you'll see your name right there. Just basically type in your name. You'll notice the softwares. Might be a little hard to see because of the lighting, but here you have the software. It's called Power CDG Burner. That is the software that allows you to burn your CDGs to the computer. You'll end up burning them to this folder. And then you have your show presenter, which is the actual program that's going to run the karaoke. Now, as far as hooking this up, you have your corded mic I have hooked up into the microphone 2. Microphone 1 has your wireless microphones. All you do is you just, in the back there, you have the one main cable, and you have the power cable. That's it. You just put your dual AA's in here. There's 3 each, but I'll keep them in there for you. It's already pretty much set. It shows when it charges when you put the mic on there. Okay, right now it shows your input sources, which is your disc. That's your main unit. So if you want audio and video just to play music from here, you go ahead and choose this. But if you want the laptop, that's going to be AV1. So as far as hooking that up, all you do is you take your right into your headphone jack, or that's the microphone jack, and go to the back of the unit and right in AV1 you plug up your laptop. Now, as far as for your video for the laptop, you're going to have this box. And this box has this main cable, which is your power, which goes right into the USB. That's what's going to power it. Then you put your VGA into this part. You'll see 2 of them, but you'll notice it's the VGA that stands alone. And then this RCA is basically just going out to where you're going to have the video. So you just plug up your VGA into here. And like I said, it's really difficult for me to do this and to hold the camera as well. So once that's in, you have the box set up. The video to that box goes right here. Then you have your main video for your TV, which will go right here, your video 1. Now this video 1 is it's going to supply video for both this and your laptop. Now going back out to the front, let's go ahead and it's on this. Let's make sure we got power. It might be in sleep mode. Alright, so as I turn the power on, it's going to search for where it's supposed to be at. You'll see the Audio 2000. Now watch as I press play. It's going to start playing the actual disc that's in there. You'll see the lyrics. Then you just have your main volume. You just select your track. The EQ is on. I already set it. It sounds pretty good. I already set the microphone echoes and so forth. You'll see that you could change the key control if you want. Of course, you have your microphones right here. Just pick up one of your microphones. Check, check, 1, 2. You could adjust the echo if you want. And then you have that USB port in the front. If you want to get a little thumb drive, put it in there. And then right when you do that, you want to press record to record yourself singing with it. You could do that. It's not going to work with this, although, I wonder if it would work with that. You could always try it. I've never tried it before. Then if you ever just want to listen, you know, without everybody else hearing it, you can do your headphones. If you got someone that has a keyboard, they can plug it up right there. If someone wants to jam on a guitar, they can plug it right in there. Now, as far as going into your software, basically you just go in, like let's say you want to do a disc, okay? So we have a karaoke disc right here. Go ahead and put the disc in. Once the disc is up and running, it typically will do this. It will tell you that that's on there, and you X out of that. Go ahead and open up your Power CDG burner. Okay, now what we want to do is we're actually going to X out of this real quick. What we should do first is go into the KJ folder. You want a new folder. You're going to create a new folder. As you're creating this folder, we know that this is a cool track, so we'll just call it. Let me delete that out of there. Okay, so I want to do a new folder. So basically I'm clicking on new folder. It has that there. We'll call it CT01 for, let's call the Cool Tracks 1 disc. So that's where we're going to want to put this disc. Or we'll do this. We'll go ahead and rename it. It's called Cool Tracks. Okay? Now that means you could put any disc that you have that's a Cool Tracks, like Cool Tracks Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, you could put it in there. In this case, we go in there, then we make a new folder within the Cool Tracks because we know that we're going to be using the Cool Tracks 1. So we'll just call it CT01. Okay, now we go out. Now we turn on the Power CDG. And just so you know, this is all a learning experience for me, but this shows you how easy it is because I'm not that good with computers and it's pretty simple. So what you want to do is you want to select RIP. And what you'll do is you'll go ahead and, let's see. We have all these, so you want to select all. And then it wants to know where we want to put it. So you'll see it says KJ Songs, Output Folder. You know that we're going to go further into the KJ folder. So see how you got the Cool Tracks? So we click in the Cool Tracks, and you see that one right there. So we click CT01. So now it's going to go to CT01. We know that it wants to be a CDG plus MP3 file, and that it's at max ripping speed. Okay. Then what we do is let's see. And like I said, this is all new to me. Now you got the rip. It's starting to rip it. And it show track 1 of 20. Okay, now let's act like we finished doing that, okay? So once you're done with this, you could X out of there. Once you're done copying all your CDs, you could start the show presenter. Now, you'll notice that the Winamp pops up in front of it. Now, Winamp is just a program that helps run the software. So you just minimize this, don't exit. So now it's gone. Now what you want to do, in order to get those songs that you just put on this KJ folder, you go Option, and what it's doing is you want to import the songs that you got, but it wants to know where you want to input them. So you have to go to that box with the 3 dots, and you want to go to your desktop. Find your KJ song folder, open it up. Now this time I'm just going to grab another folder that was already done previous to, just to test it. So I know that I want to go into this folder and I want to pick this disc, kind of like saying I want to pick the CT01. So I press OK. It's showing that I'm getting that folder from there. And I want to put down that I want it by artist, title, disc, and track. You could do any way you want. You could always try it. So then you go ahead and press Get Tracks. Now it might say Error on Import. You just keep pressing Yes for each song. It will go through all the songs that's in that folder. In this case, there's 16. Now that that's done, it puts it all right there. Transfer to main. And then it will show you data, import is complete. So let's say you uploaded 300 discs before ever starting to use this. And you put them in all different folders. As long as they're all below this main folder, you could do the import and just say you want KJ songs, and that it will take everything that's in every one of those folders and import it over. So now that you're in there, you just X out of it. Like let's say you want a song, type in I'm a Bee, and you'll see that it comes up on the track. You double click it. Let's say the singer's name is Donna. Press OK. It shows that you're here. Now, let's go ahead and stop this. Let's go over to your AV1. Now, hopefully this will actually have the messed up screen so I can show you how to fix it. Alright, it's showing no signal. So, let's see what I did wrong. Now this is common. I did change it over to the AV1, and I do have it plugged into AV1 for the input. Then I got this coming out. So this should work, and it did work before I unplugged it all. So let's go ahead and do this. Plug it back in and put this down. Plug that back in. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to cut the video, but the way it should work is you go to the AV1 and it will bring it up. But other than that, that's pretty much how you run it, but you'll have the personal tech to help you as well.